Yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
Obamacare was signed into law on March 23rd. Since then, Congress and the Department of Health and Human Services have rushed to pass additional measures that revise the existing legislation. Why? Because Congress messed up. When you're writing a 2,400-page bill, you're bound to have some hiccups. But the extent of the hiccups is getting a little embarrassing. The Cato Institute's Michael Cannon explains.
I'm just a bill here on Capitol Hill. Okay, right?
Yeah,
right? So
right.
what happened with Obamacare after it got passed into law?
It actually worked a lot like, after it got passed into law.
Yeah, I mean, they never tell you what happens after the rest of that song.
That's right.
Fill
They
us
should
in.
do. They should do. I'm the administrative state, and I interpret the bill. Really,
Administrative, that doesn't work out.
really, if they were going to write a song for Obamacare, it wouldn't be "I'm just a bill." It would be "I'm just a shell." Yes, I'm only a shell. Because the law gives the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Kathleen Sebelius, so much enormous power over insurance companies, she basically browbeat them into doing what she wants the law to say, rather than what the law actually says.
So what is Sebelius browbeating the law into saying today?
We're announcing the rule today that will allow plans that existed on March 23rd to continue to make routine changes, as we know private insurance does on a regular basis, while remaining exempt from some of the other new provisions in the Affordable Care Act.
So Sebelius is just waving her magic wand and saying, now Congress has coverage, now children under 25 have coverage, and this is all just going to happen because she wants it to be that way, not because that's what actually was written into law.
Right. This is a shell, and not only is the administration filling that shell up with whatever it wants, it's just sort of inventing requirements too.
How much longer can we expect these things to come out of the administration?
As long as this law is on the books. Between now and 2014, there's going to be just a burst of regulatory activity.
Who's doing all this stuff? Like little gnomes in the White House? I mean, is this coming out of nowhere?
Well, it comes from the Department of Health and Human Services. Some of it's going to come from the IRS. Those are going to be the people enforcing the penalties on people who don't purchase health insurance. And all of it is being cleared by the White House. And a lot of it, of course, is going to be coming from lobbyists who want their particular services covered and who want to make sure that whatever regulations are put in place either don't hurt them or harm their competition.
These rules mean exactly what President Obama told the American people would be done. Under the Affordable Care Act, if you like your doctor and your plan, you keep it.
If they can't solve the problem, they make a scapegoat out of the insurance companies or maybe the pharmaceutical companies or the doctors. You'll even see that happening. And never will the fault lie with the law itself. It'll always be greedy special interests who are acting really quite rationally given the incentives that the law has created.
You sound like some kind of conspiracy theorist, Michael.
Just someone who thinks that incentives matter.
Just that incentives matter. That seems pretty benign.
You know, you'd think that. It's actually pretty revolutionary here.
Huh.